2 minutes, 39 seconds and counting.
There's option 1 in memory. Verify no unexpected errors.
And the gaseous oxygen vent hood, or beanie cap, is being retracted away from the top of the external tank. T-minus 2 minutes, 20 seconds and counting.
Everybody, let's see. Let's bring up we got going here. Max, prep for internal power and remove the coolers up to boosters.
2 minutes and counting. Liquid hydrogen replenished on the external tank is now being terminated.
What do we got going here? Yeah. Just sitting at the shuttle bay. Right over there. Oh, gotta get over there.
All systems are go. Seconds away from the launch of Spatial Discovery.
Ready. We're ready.
T-minus 1 minute, 15 seconds and counting. T-minus 1 minute. Launch sequencer will verify that the 3 main engines are ready to start.
Max, did we check the launch cylinders to make sure they were properly propped? Properly prepped?
Transferring to orbiter internal power. Discovery is now running off of 3 onboard fuel cells.
Roger that, Max. Come in.
Yeah, there you are.
Go for auto sequence start.
We're go for auto sequence start.
Auto sequence start, copy.
T-minus 25 seconds. Discovery's
let's go to internal power.
Critical functions. 20 seconds.
Internal power to go.
T-minus 15 seconds and the sound suppression water system.
Sound suppression water system sounds good.
We have a go for main machine start. 3 engines up and ready. 3, 2, 1, 0. Booster ignition. And liftoff of Discovery. Blazing a trail to scientific discoveries aboard Space Station. Discovery to roll program.
Of maximum dynamic pressure. Discovery is already at an altitude of 4.7 miles, or
I think we're almost Mach 2 right now,
2,500
Max.
feet.
Prep for
traveling.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Go. Throttling.
Throttle up.
We are go.
We'll go for a throttle.
Traveling 1,000 miles per hour. Discovery's engines are now throttled back up and performing at full capability.
Okay.
The Dock shuttle weighed more than 4.5 million pounds, and now
okay, let's prep to lose boosters.
This is Cimarron Station.
We're almost Mach 4.
Copy. This is Cimarron Station.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, roger that. Roger that, Cimarron Station. Prep to lose boosters. Hey! What? Hey, Matt.
All right. And TV5 southbound 14 from Aqua Dulce at 39. This Mercedes, right? I got you. And good afternoon, folks watching on KTLA.com. It's Tim Lynn aboard Sky 5. Of a cold-plated vehicle wanted for ADW on a sheriff's officer. It was stopped up here in the Santa Clarita Valley. And then when it took off from the traffic stop, nearly hit that deputy. And they went up the Sierra Highway. Roger that. And up Sierra Highway, finally got back on the 14 freeway up by the pass. And now is back southbound 14 coming back down into Santa Clarita. But you can see right here this SUV being chased by CHP, who's taken over the pursuit for LA County Sheriffs. Running around about, let's see, we'll pull the map up here. Well, 90 miles an hour right now, southbound 14, using all lanes to keep flying. So as he continues on, throw up the map for you. I don't know if you can see it on the stream, but 99 miles an hour right now as we speak. But light traffic heading in the southbound direction here on the 14 as we come into Santa Clarita. Are we in Snoop? Roger. Got your 4. And as we continue here southbound, coming up to Sand Canyon will be the next major off-ramp here. But it made a big loop. It started over in the Santa Clarita area up in the north end of the valley. Worked its way through to Sierra Highway, ended up on the 14-year turnaround and came back down south. So really flying the mail here as we go along. We're at 107 miles an hour right now as we approach Sand Canyon. Once again, this is a cold-plated vehicle, as they call it. In other words, the plates on the vehicle doesn't match it. And when it was stopped by the sheriff's department, the suspect took off and almost ran over the deputies. That's why it's wanted for ADW on a sheriff's officer. So CHP has taken over the pursuit at the request of the sheriffs as we continue here south on the 14. But right now, using all lanes to keep that speed up. All right. Jump back up on the scanner, number 1. Went through Sand Canyon, coming up onto Newhall Ranch Road. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the off air then. And now coming up here through Newhall, the Via Princesa off-ramp will be the next major we come through here. He's over to the right lanes to get around slower traffic as the CHP is behind with 3 units in their normal pursuit mode. They'll have 3 units chasing along with the ground unit. So you have 2 units in pursuit, then a supervisor riding the tail end here. And once again, the suspect is wanted for ADW on a peace officer as we work our way southbound on the 14, continuing on here at a very high rate of speed. Holding over to the number 3 lane. Yeah, 29, we're over it. All 3 of us right now, the 35 and above. Roger. As we continue on now, coming up to Newhall Ranch Road. Five's got you. As we continue on now, working our way down through Newhall, as he takes over to that number 4 lane. That's all just to get around traffic. And CH.
Dude, I can't get it to work in the normal thing. Can you hear me?
Holding out in the HOV lane and letting him take the right.
Tiburon Station, come in.
A little heavier traffic as we get further
Can you
south.
say something, Max? Can you say anything? Okay. Tiburon Station. Come in, Tiburon Station.
4, you have 7, right? Okay. As we continue on now.
Let's see.
Copy, thank you. And committed number 4 lane here through Newhall Ranch, and we'll be working our way further south. This will take us all the way down into the Newhall Pass. I believe there's
okay,
ramp
good.
ahead here as we
Thank
work our way
God.
along. So
Thank God. Okay, so I guess we'll just do a 15-minute delay through.
still southbound here, using all lanes in excess of 100
What do we got?
miles an hour right
check
now.
1 2.
120
Check 1
miles an hour
2.
downhill run here
Check
with the
1
Did
2.
you hang up on me?
No, no.
There you are.
Hey, what's happening? All right, we made it. I guess turn down your.
But it's going to start
YouTube.
backing up traffic.
This will take us all the way down
Head down
into
towards
the
the
Newhall Path.
It's going to be real tough for him to get through this. So we're going to have to keep an eye on this.
Okay, so I guess we'll just do a 15-minute delay.
Did you want to take those
Yeah,
out?
turn off your YouTube. Dude. Turn off.
In excess of 100 miles an hour right
Check
now.
1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Max, turn off.
Luke, you want to take the flight?
Turn off your YouTube volume. Come on.
I guess turn down
Max, can you hear us?
Okay, so now
There
I
it is.
have my thing turned down. Why
How you?
can't I hear you?
Okay, how about there? Sorry.
There.
Check
That's
1 2.
good.
Check
Yeah.
1 2. Finally, all the audio is
Yes,
perfect.
yes. Come on.
All right, so we're watching a car chase,
Throw
folks.
the map up.
Throw the map
Wow,
up.
yeah, this
Okay,
is pretty
take
great.
Throw the map up.
He's over to the north. Let's see.
Ah,
Here he goes.
nothing like a good old car chase. You don't see those.
You know what
You don't see them these.
you thought they were done.
We're kind of missing them.
You thought they were done. You're like, there's no more car chases. We're not going to have that anymore.
We're not having a car chase anymore. This is
Yeah, we're
great.
just coming into the Newhall
Right
Pass
though.
here,
There's
coming
room.
down the 14 freeway.
There's
As we
room.
came around, it's a stolen vehicle, also wanted for ADW or assault with a deadly weapon.
Oh,
Wow.
The sheriff-
Where is this? Is
the
this
sheriff
also?
stopped up at
This
Santa
isn't
Rita.
live. Is this
Coming
live?
down the
He was
14. It was
talking with
yesterday.
the suspect.
It was
Yes,
yesterday.
Quickly
Coming
drove
down the
away, nearly
14.
running him over.
Are we looking
He
good on
lost him
YouTube?
for
I'm
just a
afraid to
little
touch
bit,
anything.
And then finally,
How are we
picked him
looking?
back up and
Like,
just pursued
does
him
it
all the way
look-
up Soledad
'cause I'm sure it
Canyon
sounds
Road, or
fine.
excuse me, Sierra Canyon.
Yeah, no, it looks
His
great.
right shoulder
We got
here
two-
around
we got-
traffic
we
as we
got-
come
okay,
through the
good.
truck lanes here
No, it
on
looks
the
great.
transition from the 14 to the 5. And as he goes through
14
this
to the
tunnel, you see
5.
out
So
the other
that's
side.
up
There's
there
a
by
lot
Magic
of
Mountain.
Speeds
Isn't that
as
Magic
high
Mountain?
as 121 miles an
14?
hour
Isn't the
on some
14
turns
coming?
up here, but now
That's coming out from the desert. Yeah, coming out
when
from
the
the
deputy
east.
stopped him, he attempted to run over the deputy as he fled.
Woo.
The CHP came
I mean,
in and
somewhere.
pursued as they got on the
Oh,
freeway.
I don't know.
And as we come down, it looks like
East.
we're going to take the transition here. Nope. Okay, made a little juke there. I thought he was going to take
Wow.
that eastbound 210 now staying on the 5 truck lane.
Yeah, there's a lot of cars on the freeway. I wouldn't have thought.
He's just flying the mail down. You see the speedometer here, 122 miles an
A
hour.
lot of
as he
cars
passes
we can
these
see
trucks
from
on the
up here.
right-hand
Who
shoulder.
wants to
Yeah.
drive?
CSP
Yeah,
is, a
wow.
little bit
I'd
behind,
love to drive like
letting
that.
the Air 29 from LA
But you
County
can't.
show
You
that
can't do
he
it anymore.
should
That was the
get
first
the
couple
slot
weeks.
safer
You could
for
just
that,
drive
just
like
to
that
monitor
flat
that
out.
Do you remember
as
they
we
were
work our
handing out a
way
lot
now
of
south on the
tickets?
5 freeway,
We're handing out a
approaching
lot
the
of
405. So
excess
using all
100
lanes.
miles an
Once
hour
again, it's a
tickets.
stolen vehicle,
And
gold-plated, which
Oh,
means
he's
that
coming
the
north
license plate on
for
his
the
vehicle
5 up to the
that does not
405.
belong to it.
Oh,
And like you
sweet.
said,
Oh,
when
hi
that deputy
there.
had it stopped,
No, but
took
so
off,
they,
and
I,
these
there's
speeds
a
was
thing.
really going.
So
Yeah,
glad
well,
you're here. So glad you're here. So
39
how
miles an hour right
There is a cannibal
this
run.
goes on for
He's
45
continuing
minutes,
here
by the way. So
on
let's
the,
take it back
Metro
to.
V lane here, South
We
5.
can
No, so
go-
there was,
Looks
I
like
think the
Main
first
State
week there was
committed to
somebody
the
that did
5
a new
as
record for
we
the
get
cannibal
over,
run.
and this will take us down.
The first
Down
week of
into the,
lockdown, national lockdown.
Sylmar
Really?
Not
and
really,
the
because like we
Point
never
area.
had a national lockdown, but yeah, the first week of like big lockdown.
Yeah, that's a fun one. Okay, let's take it to the. Wow, I can't believe I got everything to work. I'm so excited. It's happening all day. All right. Let's move that up. We're moving this up here. Yeah. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to the show. Let's do a quick movie review. Maxon having a movie review. It's here. Let's just put up the text. There it is, folks. Move it over there a little bit. The Joker. We're doing the Joker. Whoops.
Okay, so new on HBO,
See him on it?
The Joker.
Okay, well.
Just dropped. So as you know, I watch stuff as soon as it drops, right? But here's that. I had gone initially to see it with friend, housemate, and quarantine mate in the theater, but had missed because of work. Like something happened where I ran late at work and back pre-plague, back when I did that, and
You missed seeing it in the theater, is what you're saying.
and then it came out, and a friend had it on Academy Reviewer, right? Academy Reviewer copies. So I got one night to watch it on Academy Reviewer copy. I fall asleep. I don't. So then finally it comes out on HBO. I watch it. As soon as I see it, I plop it on. I'm like, we're watching this. This is happening. Friend, quarantine mate, and housemate. Crewmate sits down, had already seen it, but crewmate watches it with me. And I mean, it is. Let me come off right out of the gate and say I've always loved Leaf, now calling himself Joaquin Phoenix. Always been a favorite of mine.
Always a favorite.
Ever since, oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Always been a favorite of mine. He really brings it. I mean, it's a talented family. And I like his values. A little crazy. Remember when he went a little crazy with the fake rap career?
That was awesome.
great.
Yeah.
The performance art. Hey, and we've had a lot of friends that went a little crazier. He got on late night. Is what happened. He went a little funny.
He just didn't he have problems talking with David? Like every time he was on David Letterman's, it looks like he would get upset. He started to get upset.
Oh yeah, so funny. And you don't know if it's a bit because Dave's advanced. You know, like he'll really. I feel like he would go in for a bit, but at the same time, he wouldn't put up with it. I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows? But we digress. Back to the movie.
Right. So here, the film had, as I'm sure everyone knows, received a great deal of controversial attention because of the glamorization of like that Travis Bickle, you know, the vibe where like the weaponized loner, which we already have for real in our regular life. You know, we don't need more mass shootings in now. Where like in the 70s with Travis Bickle, that was, dude, could you imagine a shooting like that back then? It was like a massacre, you know. And they would talk about it. Well, it was the something and something day massacre, you know. Now they're just like, Thoughts and prayers, mother. Anyway, wasn't that bad. Like, he's this geeky dude. You know, he not really going a lot of places. Cul-de-sac of a life.
Cul-de-sac of life,
That's
folks.
right. Yeah, cul-de-sac of a life, man. It's just not really going a lot of places, and it's this weird. I like the universe they build out, like that 70s, 80s New York. Like they build out a Travis Bickle's New York.
Now, is Batman there? Does Batman show up
He
at any
is.
point?
So this is also something that like was brought up by a nerdy crewmate. Well, the Batman appearing as a child, he looks like he's maybe 10, but too young to later on be Joker's nemesis. And I'm like, dude, the Joker could be 40 right there. First off, right?
Joaquin Phoenix is like pushing 50. Like, yeah, he could play 40. I
He
guess.
could be 40, and then the Joker is for sure dangerous at 50. I mean, men are dangerous at 50. Yeah. Where Batman could be 20, or I don't know, 25.
No, you kidding me? That guy who killed all those beautiful people in Las Vegas was like 58 or 60, in his 60s, 50s, whatever.
Oh, well, no, just to be able to
Let's
operate.
knock it out. Yeah. Let's
a
not
weapon?
even get into
Yeah,
that.
no,
Not even
sure,
get into
that's just
So you loved the
I loved it.
the
No,
acting, you
character
didn't
arc,
love the
development,
gore.
He was great.
Huh?
He was great.
the
I
pre-
know
pre-
ever since.
What's that called
you
with
know
the
what?
story? You didn't like the premise, the death and the killing.
Now I
and
liked
stuff.
the whole thing.
You
No,
liked it?
I
Oh.
liked the whole thing. I thought the whole thing was great. There was some disagreement with crew over here at Cimarron Station that there was maybe an age disparity that was being ignored, and I said, first off, you're crazy. That's not real. It lines up perfect. And so I liked the whole premise that it laid down for future Batman. And I know ever since Ledger did it, it's been like
Let's talk about that. The other Batmans we've had. Ledger, who
Joker.
was one, the Joker, and
about all the Jokers. So
that
dude,
was
it was Jack Nicholson.
Prince. There was
Joker.
Prince. No, he wasn't the Joker.
You say Prince?
Who was Danny DeVito? Nope, he was the Penguin.
He was the Penguin. You're thinking Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson.
Nicholson.
Now
was the 90s.
Let's go back to the car chase. Hold on.
All right, Chase.
One moment, everybody. Let's turn up the volume.
And with these speeds, he's not going to be able to react too well. As he coming up on the ramps here, there's this southbound ramp, and as he goes under, there's a northbound ramp just underneath the freeway. You see what happens here as he pops under, and they're on the brakes. Looks like he might be stopping underneath the freeway because the CHP units just came to a stop. While he's on the sidewalk,
What?
it popped out. Now coming up to Glen Oaks.
Did he jump out of the car?
Forcing traffic out of the way. Oh, made that guy just push out of the way in that little Range Rover, and now continuing on to Glen Oaks, parallel the freeway as we work our way back.
I loved how they have
as we
the little speedometer on the side of the screen showing you.
Oh yeah, you got you. And the Channel 5, the Channel 5 emblem. You gotta love it.
My goodness, and now continuing on to come up to slower traffic. He's going to get trapped in.
He's trapped in. He's trapped
Oh,
in.
yeah.
So we go away. He's getting out of there.
Right through there.
Don't do it.
Now
Don't do it.
continuing on here, back northbound San Fernando.
Wow.
On the gas here, 70 plus miles an hour.
Woo.
Now coming up
Down
is he?
San Fernando.
He's on the brake. This is, I believe.
Where is he? Is he in the valley?
San Fernando Boulevard is also goes over between
And see what happens here when he gets
Glendale
He's
and.
got nowhere to go
yeah.
once he gets across
Yeah,
Roscoe.
like over by the
And now
5.
turn
Yeah,
around,
no, I
take
know
it
it's
back
over
to
there.
But okay, so he's over by.
It runs along the tracks.
He's northeast LA.
And, so he's
It runs along the tracks, yeah.
Coming around. And a looking
So
around me,
funny.
aircraft around
I
me.
wonder, nobody ever gets to it. Once the
Okay,
helicopter's
continue
on
now,
you,
back southbound 5 freeway.
You
do you
only-
know what I'm talking
The
about?
only
Like, what-
place, no,
working
the
our
only
way,
place to escape, and
along
I've seen it
here,
done
and
twice
so
so
he's,
far recently, is the
continuing on.
Sherman
You'll
Oaks
see,
Galleria. You have to pull
front off the
into
gas, CHP is getting right
the
now.
parking
Oh,
garage.
the
Yeah.
parking
Just
go.
kinda keeping
That's the
track
only
of,
way.
the air units around
You
this
can do a
pursuit.
bridge,
Coming
but
back
give me a
down
fucking
towards
break. Where are you
Hollywood
gonna
Way.
go in a bridge? Oh, he stopped under the
Yeah,
bridge.
actually,
Let's
this is
well, let's
the,
just circle
Hollywood
the.
Way.
There he is. Like
Like
parking garage, you don't know.
Here, continuing
Wow,
south on the 5, so
that's fucking
it looks like,
genius. Of course.
Parking
might
garage.
be-
Okay, good
he's
stuff.
continuing on.
Good stuff
and,
happening here. Let's take it
continuing
back.
down south on
Let's take it
the
back
5
to the
freeway.
thing.
So I don't know what happened there, or why he got off. Maybe he got figured.
All
he was
right,
gonna get
so
off.
yeah, now
I'm sorry, let me
the
be
Joker,
loud.
as far
Oh,
as
Wait 1 second, Max. Let
right
me. I have
around in
to
here, so
reduce
continuing
the
south
volume
5,
there.
very high
Sorry.
rate of speed, working our way down to 5.
Okay, here we go. There we go. We're good now. We're good. We're taking it back to. Sorry. So sorry. There we are. There it is. Now it's not blazing over you. The car chase. Check. Check. Are you? Where are we? Check 1 2. Check 1 2, Max. Did we lose you?
check,
Oh, okay.
testing.
Test.
1, 2, 3, testing.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
3. Yeah. Well, no, I definitely, I can obviously hear you.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so we're back in movie review. Back in the movie review.
So yeah, no, I liked how it all slid right into the universe. It gave kind of like that Scorsese-esque, ultra grit, modern thing spin to it. I mean, even it explains. It explains all the details without like making it cartoonish or weird. Like it's an ultra realistic. And he's a little off, and you buy it. You know what? You really buy it. The other one, this was pointed out.
What
by,
city is he? Gotham City. Sorry. So it's Gotham City.
Right. This was pointed out. Previous Jokers.
19 win the 19th or current day.
Yeah, it's present day, but it's not. It's one of those where it's kind of like an anachronistic setup where it's present day, but it's not present day. They have like little anachronism, like little like tech, like out of date tech that is like the way communications or anything are done.
Sure.
Which I mean, people the way phones think about in story arcs, like how phones have changed how you would do a story arc. You got to find a payphone, right? Even in the Matrix, when tank, I need an exit. All the way up into the 2000s, where relatively everything was a cell phone, where you could be wandering around, and Jason Bourne just uses little foldy.
The little foldy
cell phone
throwaways,
breaks,
yeah.
but obviously, I mean,
Little
stuff like
throwaway.
that just more than dated it. Also,
All right.
No,
So
I-
yeah. So a little bit. But the grit told the
there was
story.
a lot of grit. There was a lot of grit. It was in a weird netherworld of Gotham. That was neither not in the 70s and 80s nor now, but somewhere in between.
Now, do we-
some kind of weird-
and
yeah,
now the whole storyline. How'd you like that?
loved it.
Loved
I
it.
know,
What
yeah.
happens?
Yeah.
What happens? By the way, this is full of spoilers.
Oh, this is all spoilers.
Yeah.
All right, so it tells the tale of Arthur. Arthur's just a regular kind of guy. Probably didn't do real well in school. Not super sharp, but he got a job being a clown. Yeah, still living with mom, taking care of mom, being a good guy. I feel like we all it's implied he never really moved out.
Yeah.
If you want to be real, it's implied that he's this has just been his status quo.
Still living with mom at
Okay.
40. By the way, a lot of Italians do it. Not that weird.
Not even that crazy. Never
But in
married.
America,
Never married.
you're
So
supposed-
it never really, obviously, never had a girl.
But America, you're supposed to be out at 18. So I'm gonna figure Gotham City, you should be out by 18.
I
Go to
I
college,
always
get a job.
liked living with my romantic partner. I did that a lot. So I started moving out young with my romantic partners and being like, this is definitely a good time.
Right. Okay. So
But no,
he's living with mom in the
he
basement.
doesn't do that. Yeah. So he lives a pretty humble life. He helps out. He helps out Gotham's, sad or birthday with a clown song, birthday people with a clown song, and he gets in trouble for having a gun. Some guy at the clown office, gives him a gun, says, "Hey, you got to watch out," because in the first scene he gets mugged for his sign, a sign. Later on, he gets called in, and they're like, "Arthur, we don't believe that somebody mugged you for your sign because it's it's too pathetic. Just give the sign back, you weirdo." And he's like, and you really, Phoenix does a real good job of conveying the innocent frustration of the character. You're there with him, you're empathetic with his character, which is all that's the most they could ask, is that you're sympathetic towards this character. You kind of you feel for him. That was the controversy, is that it was somebody with, this violent insult, but it's a character. It's a comic book character. That's just because he's made it in an ultra realistic sketch style doesn't mean that it's not a comic book character. These people are insane. That's the level of nuts that we've gotten at, where they're like, okay, we can step up our drone program. That's the real news. Or 20-year wars, or oil, fossil fuels, climate change, all these horrible children dying at Puerto Rico. How about we still find? There's so much horror in our world, but they're like the comic book movie. That's going too far. Now, the violence, I don't like torture films.
Oh wait, we're in Burbank. We're in Burbank. Let's go. Let's let's bring it on the big screen.
Nice.
Let's bring it on the big screen here.
He shoots Robert De Niro in the face, and De Niro's kind of smug, a little smug. He's mildly smug.
That happens,
and he just pops him on TV. Pops him on TV. Now, this starts his descent into jokerness.
Is way outside, keeping an eye on his pursuit.
This descent, yeah, and he just kind of goes.
De Niro's
around.
a police officer.
To keep his
ground, who does Robert De Niro play?
Pursuit is, but he's kind of slowed down.
De Niro plays a TV host.
TV host.
Working his way through here, and coming to the Hollywood way. Let's see what he does. He punches
this
through
is so
that.
comfy.
So let's see what we do here. No, he didn't lose them. They're backing off. They just backed off. I don't see. I'm looking out the window. I don't see an ECHP anywhere near him.
Putting the hairs
because that's one of the things they'll do. If it just gets too crazy, they'll back off and hopefully get him to slow down and continue on. And so it doesn't always work. He's 70 miles an hour now, coming back down Glen Oaks. And we've went this way before. So he got up to Roscoe, made a left-hand turn the last time we were in this area. So, yeah, they will engage when they think they can and not be too dangerous. But when he starts blowing intersections at 100 miles an hour, here he is blowing down the right shoulder around these cars. And, you might have a bicyclist there that he doesn't see, or somebody step off the curb at a signal.
My God.
Anything, just unbelievable. This guy's putting everybody in harm's way, weaving through traffic here, coming back up to
What a
Roscoe.
crazy.
Let's see if he jumps
He's
back
not
up
gonna,
to
yeah.
Roscoe.
All of this in an SUV. I know. In open. No, keep going. I can't take my eyes off.
Yep. Same thing.
I'm a native Angelino.
As he makes that
Right.
left-hand turn here on, as we make our way, and last time he made the left-hand turn, got back on the
Wowzers.
freeway.
Remember the
There he
first
goes, back on
few?
the 5 freeway. So
Remember when we were
Stopping?
the first few.
He stopped.
The air unit's calling. Right, he just stepped up. He just stopped.
Whoa, he's going like 0 to. He's going. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Of course
Yeah.
they see you, dude. You got to get back on the. That's crazy. Wait, what were you saying when we were kids, seeing these car chases? It's getting a little wiggly. Does he have all his tires? No, he's losing a tire. They got a tire.
Oh, absolutely. There, and the air unit is telling the ground units exactly what's going on here. Yeah, he stopped, got that tailgate to come open, and like I said, just dump it. Now he's really flying as we work our way southbound. Fry.
Whoa.
You see right there at 119, 120 at one point. So as we whip it through traffic here, so
Oh,
we
yeah.
gotta be careful up here as we
With
make all these
one
turns.
wheel
Oh, the
off,
backed
going
open?
160.
What
Stuff
is
flying around.
going
Okay.
on here?
Check his
He'll
okay,
fucking
he's got that
eat
tailgate open, so more likely he had to come to a stop, put it in park, to punch
Yeah.
that button.
Going
Now
that
he's got
fast
his,
with a bad wheel like that.
Is it?
and so
I
you can
couldn't
keep
really
on
see.
here, so
Maybe it
all
was
stuff's
just
gonna start
something
falling
else. He
out.
hit something in the
We don't
road.
know.
No, the
We
tires
don't
look
know
good.
exactly,
That guy's crazy.
You know what
Damn.
the deal is here, but through the door point of that off ramp.
But those
And
boxes
continuing
are
on
doing an
southbound
amazingly well job of
5
staying in the
freeway,
vehicle.
so,
Somebody packed that
Honestly,
car
whoever
really
tied
well.
those in, bravo.
Bravo.
Seriously, bravo. Hands
Hands
down.
down.
That is like whoever helped him move. That's a friend. First off, it's the friends that help you move that you keep. I mean, those are the buddies.
Those are the
the
buddies.
pals. Those are the real. Oh yeah, if you know, you could call your friend.
Buena Vista. Okay, so you can
Um,
oh
maybe
my.
that's what it is.
Imagine,
Maybe that's what it is.
you
He's
drive
like,
along,
I
mind
gotta
your
get this
business, and all of
stuff
a sudden this thing
over.
comes rolling by, dumping stuff out the back,
Some
and
mics,
you're gonna have a line of sheriffs or CHP
storage,
cars come just about a minute
or
behind.
it's
There's
gonna
nowhere
get.
right now. But,
It's
just
gonna
joining
get
us on
extra
this
charges.
started
I
by
told him
I
I
got
would do
you.
it.
I know. I said I'd be there in 10 minutes.
I
Damn
said
it.
I would be there.
There's not supposed to be
And-
traffic.
And there's
Because
not.
they're supposed to
Where
be-
are
we're
all
all-
these people in that stupid helicopter?
Where are all these people
You know
going?
what?
Where are all these people going?
Where are all these cars coming
Ah,
from?
look at that car chase.
This is where they tore the
That would
bridge
be
down.
great. That
So
would
there's
be
only
a
one way
funny
he can
side
go.
straight where
This
he's
could be
not.
westbound
He's
Burbank.
just he's just a
And
very
he's
reckless
kinda poking
driver.
his way around.
Doesn't
There
know
goes
he's
another
in a
box,
car
yeah.
chase at all,
And,
Oh,
coming up
my.
here,
and is just
kind of
definitely on his way, trying his best.
You know what? If we did a little more, we could. If you have the car background,
This is hard here.
we
He's
could
trying to make the
do.
turn here
We
on
would do like you in a
Victory.
car background. Maybe we'll do that for a future show.
This is
You
right
have
in
outer space. Is
of
there
the
a
freeway,
vehicle?
so-
Because we'd be like, wait a second, we're getting somebody. We have the driver, and then you would just be like, hey guys, no, I'm just. What do you mean helicopter?
Well, I told him I would be here. Hey, I told him I would be there in 15 minutes. It's taking forever. I don't know why. I'm gonna get a ticket. I swear. I'm gonna get a.
Somebody's gonna pay.
If I get stopped,
Okay, here we go.
I'm
We're
gonna
in
get
a cul-de-sac. Oh, okay. Or we're in not a cul-de-sac. No, we're in a residential area. We've gone residential. Well, that's a nice pool. Was that a?
well, this is obviously where the storage is. This is plainly. He's
That
like,
box.
okay.
Okay, finally.
I love it. Oh,
Delivery.
Wait, hold on. And-
Delivery.
Before I got you.
Wait, hold on. Do you see how he slowed down? Being mindful.
Mail
Whoever
over
this is-
there.
Oh,
Just-
flipped
oh,
him. Flipped him,
gotcha.
spun him around.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they're on.
Don't
right
be
now we're
messing
on
around.
Monterey. That CHP unit just
I
clipped him.
love it. They're,
Did you see
they're
that?
probably
Did
Did
from
you see
the-
that? Oh,
they're
there he is.
Out
He's
running
okay.
cars,
There he goes.
Continuing on.
Got close
slowing
to the
down.
house.
He's in his
This driveway
neighborhood.
here is
He's
sitting
like,
right
you know what?
behind
If I
him.
pull
He
in
didn't even make
and
the
run in
fence.
my
He didn't
house,
Get on
Looks
the
like I'm
car.
gonna
Get
give
down.
up.
if I run into my house,
Right
oh,
there.
is he pulling in?
Yeah, man, what a pursuit.
Oh
Okay.
no! Oh.
No, absolutely.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Oh, is he abandoning ship? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that never works.
Never does.
That
folks.
never works. Why did you think that would work? Why did you think getting out and running was the way to go?
Did you see that slam at the end? A cop car ran into
Oh,
him.
Yeah.
So,
oh,
he probably
man.
Broke his face on the windshield right there and was like, "Oh, I gotta get
No,
out."
no. I didn't see. Nah, I didn't see the slam at that. But I mean, I definitely.
Wow. Wow. Well, that's great. Okay, so yeah,
Okay.
great car chase. Great car chase.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so, and out of the Joker review, what do you give it? You give it how many?
I mean, I'll give it. You know what? hey, 4.5 out of 5. 4.5 Coronas out of 5. Out of 5 full Coronas, 4.5.
Okay,
Coronas.
there we go. There we go. Max's
Yeah.
movie review gets 4.5.
I mean, was it like a
out of 5.
revolutionary film for me? Like one of those like moved me
It's fine.
films?
It's fine.
No, but I mean, maybe that's just not my kind of
It's totally
movie,
fine.
and this is my review.
That's fine.
But was it one of the best versions of that kind of thing? Oh, undoubtedly. Oh yeah, no, really good job. Really, really good job. Thoroughly enjoyed it. You know what? It was a comic book movie that wasn't silly. Everyone got so freaked out. It's like when they yell at John Oliver, and he's like, "We're not news."
We're not the news.
What are you what are you talking? Or SNL. It's like when the president yells at SNL and they're like, we're literally satire. I can't. He knows, right? He knows we're satire. We're
He knows.
satire.
Yeah, he knows that's not.
So, we're satire. So yeah, as far as like this was a commentary on like how a person, it stages the realistic, you know, it puts the Joker narrative in a realistic spin. You know, it dresses him in regular clothes so that we could say, oh, okay, that's something that could happen. You know what I mean? And like maybe in response to that, some guy really would put on a costume that made him look like a giant wing. Have you ever seen a bat? Bats are actually super fucking cute.
Bats are
Like
bad.
being afraid of a bat is like being afraid of a squirrel. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Which
It's
squirrel
kind of
guys, oh, they're the best. Oh, well, nuts. Oh, I liked when everybody was making picnic tables for squirrels. Remember that for a second?
Oh,
At the
that
beginning
was
of
a
the
whole
plague? Yeah,
thing.
they would make like little picnic tables that sit on the walls so squirrels would sit and eat their little nut snacks. That was great.
That was
Yeah.
great.
If you look at a bat, they're basically like these little furry, like mammal friends
Love ball.
they just happen to have wings. They happen.
That's all they are.
We're a little bitter, you know, because they happen to be mammals with the gift of flight. Maybe I don't know, but they're little furry guys, and they're very, very cute when you look at them up close, kind of. I don't know. I mean, obviously, you get 1,000 of anything, they're scary. You know,
It's gonna be really scary.
1,000 of anything's scary. Or 10,000. Anything in great numbers can be daunting. I mean, that's, you know, even people.
Yeah. 7 billion. 7 billion. Crazy stuff. All right, so I guess we'll land it. Great. Thanks for the great show. We reached out to Robin, but I don't think she's on. Maybe we'll wait a couple more minutes. We put the passcode out. She might sign on. We might get mobile Robin. But yeah, what else? Anything else you wanted to add to the show?
Well, we're beginning all 50 states opening up. So we initially started global quarantine. We were real raw at the beginning. I think I remember.
Real raw.
And we were going every day or until someone got sick. Every daily quarantine until someone's got. But now it's when's that over? So like there was a local Texas.
Yeah, exactly.
Thing where the local thing was interviewing people on a beach. I think we talked about that yesterday. And it's like, well, now the pandemic's over or whatever, and everybody was commenting on Twitter. What do you mean the pandemic's over?
Exactly.
What do you?
talking?
That's ridiculous. Yeah, don't be silly.
Phase 1 of reopening is not. That's not even over.
Yeah, I know, but then like
That's-
it went viral. How about the Costco? You know, we can talk about. We can part with a couple.
Yeah, let's land it. Let's land it, and we'll talk about Costco.
This is where people are getting divided. I saw a couple viral videos. One was something that just happened over the weekend. So it was a guy starts recording, right? And he's like a Karen. He's being a dude, right? Like who thinks he's literally in the right. He's the one videoing, and he's like, hey, say it for my 3,000 Instagrammers. What you're not doing. And it's this guy in a mask with a Costco badge on, and they're in the Costco. And he's like, sir, you have to wear a mask inside of our warehouse. Otherwise, for the safety of all of our customers and employees. And he's like, last time I checked, I woke up in a free country. Which, by the way, in a free country and walked onto private property, asshole.
No, people don't get it. It's free as heck as you want in your own
but
house.
No, it's
America's
so everybody's gonna wear masks and protect you.
But if you go to if you go to a commercial business, it's joint.
But no, they have the right to refuse service to anyone, let alone somebody that
100%
repudiates state lockdown law.
Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, people are getting crazy over their rights for this coronavirus masks. And
it's now. It's a sign of I'm a reckless Republican, and I'm not going to wear this constitutional, like they're claiming it's some kind of constitutional breach. No, it's you keeping me safe. It's not even for you. It's them saying, go ahead and you can wear it and keep me safe. But I refuse to do the same for you to keep you safe, which I mean, is you're the asshole there. If that's you, you're the asshole on this one.
It's typical.
So,
it's typical.
Yeah, I know. The Costco guy, everyone loves him. Tyson.
By the way, lines. There's just people that like are.
Jerks. Well, they're ridiculous. They're ridiculous. Their definition of freedom means them doing whatever they want, no matter if it infringes on somebody else's rights or safety, which is what not wearing a mask does. It endangers other people.
Yeah. And
them shooting their respiratory droplets all over the place and all over other people infringes on other people's, right to be safe, especially under a federal mandate where everyone wears masks.
100%. It's not going to get back to normal until the vaccine is
polarization. And he's there, and he posts it, and Twitter blows up at him and says, "No, dude, the Tyson guy was great." Tyson takes his cart.
Oh, we got landing gears down.
Tyson takes the guy's cart and says, "I'm sorry, sir, if you refuse to wear it." And he tries to go to his daughter who's wearing a mask. And they let you in with a mask. So that means he had one on and he took it off just for like his 3,000 Instagram followers, which don't even get me started. So he tries to give his daughter his card and say, "Hey, you pay for it." But Tyson says no, and he just takes his stuff. And Tyson's a hero. There was another one where somebody wouldn't get, there was this lady. So we're going to call her Karen. Karen is accosting this really, really, really nice Dana Point Gilson's worker wearing a mask saying, "I can't let you in. You got to wear a mask." And she's like, "I refuse to. It's my right." And he's like, "I'm sorry. I can." And she's like, "Go get a manager." And he's like, "Absolutely." And so he goes and he gets a manager. Manager comes out. Manager's like, "Okay, obviously busy. What do you need?" "Yeah, no, that's fine. You don't have to wear a mask. We can shop for you." "That's fine. Like, can we shop for you?" And she's like, "No, I have private things that you can't see." And he's like, "I mean, we can offer to shop for you. We can have it delivered." She's like, "Well, how am I going to do that? Am I going to give you my private banking information?"
You're like, "Yeah, that's what people do."
And he's like, "Yes, we would, you could give me your card. We would swipe it. You can sign for it. And you can take it. We'll curbside deliver. We do that. And we can give you a mask. We can do curbside delivery. We can shop for you." And she's like, no. Yeah. So these two people deciding that it was their constitutional right to put other people at risk.
No, somebody shot somebody at a Waffle House. Customer shot somebody at a Waffle House here in LA yesterday over him being told he had to wear a mask.
And you can't tell me you have to.
But what I don't get, none of these people, there must not have been a sign or something, or they didn't see the sign.
Well, no, even if there is a sign, in front of the Gelson's thing, he was pointing to the sign. They pointed. The manager told her, "I'm sorry. These are the options you have if you want to shop." She's like, "You're discriminating against me. I have a medical condition."
What happened in the end?
Me I don't. have to wear a mask.
But that was just probably these people just argued and argued till they were blue in the face, and they still weren't let in.
Absolutely not. He was just, she told,
They were lucky
she's
they
like,
weren't.
he's like, you can call the front office.
They're kind of lucky
Call
they weren't
corporate.
yelled
That's
at.
fine.
I've been
Yeah,
to places
data
where
point, yeah.
security. Well, you haven't gone out much at all, but I went to a hospital once. I had to go see somebody in a hospital that was and I walked in. I even had the full mask on and everything, but I looked like I didn't know where I was going. And they were like, "Hey, you stop! Where are you doing? Are you the patient? Get out of here!" And it was just total.
Oh, I can't even
people-
imagine
so
a
I'm
medical
surpri-
facility.
I think these security guards are probably being a little bit too nice in the future. That's what if I had a shop. If I owned a shop, that's what my security guard would be saying. Would be like, "Get the fuck out!" He'd be like a doorman on a club. Like, you don't got the mask. There's the street.
What do you get? You have the right to refuse service to anybody inside of your thing. What are you talking about?
And
Of
then
course,
just
these
have
people are
like
idiots.
Tiny out there making
No,
funny
idiots
jokes at them
cash
until they get
obviously.
it. You just need to make funny jokes at these people but maybe that's what happened at the Waffle House. The chef was a little too funny, and then he got shot. He's like, "Don't you stop making fun of me." Poof. It's horrible, man. Okay, all right. Well, we're good. Did we pull up to the whoa? Let's pull up to the space shuttle bay. We're at the shuttle bay. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being at the show. We'll see you next time tomorrow with some more good stuff. Maybe Robin will join us. Ciao.
Until then, stay safe.
Stay safe. Everybody, stay safe. Show title.